Okay, so I'm going to show you how to brew homemade yogurt today, and it's a lot cheaper than buying store-made yogurt. So what do we need? I use a yogurt maker. It's a Severin brand from Germany, and basically comes with these little glass containers, and each glass container is 212 ml. So there's 7 of these, and exactly nice for 1 liter or 1 kilo yogurt. What do you need? So you need a bit of yogurt starter, which is basically just yogurt that has live culture in it. If you buy store-based yogurt, this is what I used to use, Farmers Union, but this will only allow you to brew about 3 times, 3 generations of yogurt. So you recycle yogurt from the previous time to brew the next batch of yogurt, and this will go about 3 times before the yogurt actually weakens and dies off, and then you need new culture. But I actually got Bulgarian yogurt culture from Bulgaria, which I imported, and now I've been culturing this for a while now, so I use this as my starter, and this you can keep culturing indefinitely. So next thing you need is a good thing to have is a wooden spoon. This is a wooden teaspoon. Reason why I use a wooden teaspoon is because when I stir my yogurt, I don't want to break the glass using a metal teaspoon all the time. So eventually over time the glass is gonna have cracks in it, all the stirring, so I use a wooden teaspoon. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I do is turn on my yogurt maker so it already starts getting hot, and I will line it up as accordingly. So a very important tip to note is that you want your yogurt containers to be absolutely clean and free of any dust, contamination, or any water. It's got to be bone dry. So very important that this thing is absolutely dry. Okay. But also, nice white towel would be good, because it does not allow the glass to slip around when you are handling it. So I line it up. So that's 6, and usually I have 1 more, but today I have only 6. So I'm going to use the old yogurt starter. Take my wooden spoon. So that's the old yogurt starter. This is just yogurt from the previous batch. I'll take 2 teaspoons of heaps, about a heap like that, and put it in each one. So 2 is enough, but sometimes I like to do a little more just to ensure that the yogurt culture stays strong. So you put two of the heap spoons in every single container. So there you go. So you basically take a look at which container has maybe a little less and just add a little more of that. So that's basically how much goes in the 2 heat teaspoonfuls. So next we need milk. So I just use UHT milk. Why use UHT? It's because it's already sterilized, so you don't have to reheat this milk again and waste your time. So 1 liter works well for 7 containers. In this case I only have 6, but it's just a demonstration. But importantly, it's got to be 100% milk, no additives inside. So you got to make sure that this is milk and nothing else inside. So this is full cream milk. So what I do is I add it to, you start pouring. And what I do is I add it to the layer that just has the groove in it. So you can see just the groove, that's enough. So that leaves basically a bit of oxygen in there when you seal the cap so that the culture can grow. So just fill it up to here, that's enough, just up to this level. So there you go. We have 6 filled yogurt containers. So take the wooden spoon and start stirring vigorously. So you got to stir at least 10-15 seconds for each. Make sure it's well mixed. So you start anti-clockwise and then go clockwise. That will do the job. Next one. There you have it. It's done. Now we just cap this loosely on each and place it in the yogurt maker. So you can see that there. That goes in there. There you go. After that, you just cap it. All done. So the last thing to note is that you leave this for 7 hours and 30 minutes and you come back, check on it. So the trick to check whether the yogurt is done, so this is a done yogurt, you give it a wiggle and see whether this thing moves. I'll just pop it open for you. Really solid yogurt will not move at all, as you can see. Okay, it's not moving. So you know it's done. So that's how you tell whether the yogurt is done. So this is how it looks like. You can see that there. And you wiggle it. It's all good, man. It's not moving at all, so it's done. If it wiggles a lot, means it's not properly formed and you must have done something wrong. And finally, when you finish brewing the yogurt, take it out and let it cool off. And then after it's cooled off to room temperature, you pop it in the fridge and then it's good. And then it can last maybe a week and a half. One very important thing to note also is do not touch the yogurt once it's incubating. So you just leave it alone and don't touch it. You can actually see little bubbles start to form on the top part of the yogurt container usually. That means it's actually incubating. So that's how you tell. And that's how you brew your own homemade yogurt for a fraction of the cost. So for now, take care and happy brewing.